What's up, everybody? This is SV's Auto, and I'm Steve, and today we're going to get back to working on the rear apron on our bus, so come check it out. The last time we attempted to fold some pieces there, and did not turn out quite right. I think I have another plan this time. I think instead of doing the whole piece in one fold, or trying to put little pieces on the ends here, what I'm going to do is cut it in half down the middle, make each side and separately, attempt to weld it together to make it one solid piece so that it fits all the way along. So we'll see how it goes. So I looked at a past video, and actually on the edges here, there are some pieces welded to this part here, the out part, and then this back piece actually comes in, folds over, and wraps around that, and it's tacked, so it kind of pinches it there. So we're going to attempt to duplicate that again. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can make it happen. So last time I had that piece that I cut off of the fender repair there, this one here. It wasn't quite long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a new one to try to duplicate this guy here. I'm going to give myself some extra, so I'm going to cut it 7 inches wide by the full length of this sheet, which should be more than enough to span the area across there, including tabs and folds. So I'm going to cut it 7 inches, and then we'll start working out how I'm going to do the tabs on this side here and the other side as well. So I got to do pretty much from here to this area, make all the folds and bends and everything, and then duplicate it mirrored on the other side for the other edge, and then attempt to weld it down the middle, hopefully making a nice seam that you can't see. So that's the plan. Let's make it happen. First thing I'm going to do is measure it up. Then I'm going to pull out my air shears and cut it to length. After checking my measurements, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half for the 2 sides. After measuring for my main bin, I realized that I should not have folded the tab out in the first place. Continue to check my measurements and check it against the piece that I cut off to make sure that we are lining up correctly. Now marking where it rolls over, kind of where the seal sits for the engine bay lid. I'm now going to cut off the excess Going to use body hammers to try to roll the lip over. Checking my work often, comparing it with the original and to make sure that there is good fitment. Here I'm using a dolly to try to smooth out the hammer marks. Okay, it's in place and clamped up. It looks pretty darn good, I think. So it is hanging a little low here, but that's okay. I can grind it up to match after it's welded into place. So now the challenge is to make a piece to fit this area that matches this, so that I can weld these two together along this seam. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make another one identical to this one that I just put in. As I start the second side, it goes a lot smoother, probably from the experience of the first side. Finding the more practice I get with the metal brake, the better my bends are getting. Rolling the lip goes a lot smoother this time as well. I don't get nearly as much warpage in the panel. As I continue to test my fit, I get ready to weld the pieces together. I'm using the TIG welder for this process with a gas lens cup. The TIG welds are easier to pound and smooth out, and they also look a lot better if you can perform them correctly. As you can see, I'm still practicing and learning how to TIG weld, but it is getting better the more that I do it. I did still blow through. I use a clamp with a copper backer to repair that area as the weld will not stick to the copper. Well, I think that's pretty good. I do need to trim it down a little on the bottom, and then I'll need to weld those tabs on the side here before I put this on the bus permanently. And then once those are on, I can cut these off to where I need them and fold them. Those will be tacked along here around that piece, that little tab on both sides, and then it's just tack welds all the way across the top and tack welds all the way across the bottom. A little bit of grind work on the bottom to get it all nice and flush, but I think I can work with that. And it's not perfect. I could have easily ordered, I think the panel was like 15 bucks for this replacement panel, 30 something shipping, but I really wanted to get the experience and try to make my own to see how it would work out. And I made one, and I think it's all right. I think when it's all painted and everything, you won't be able to even tell. So yeah, we're gonna go with this, I think. And so the next step is to cut some little tabs for these ends, weld those to the bus, and then fit the little clips here around those tabs and tack it up. So that's the next step. All right, I think we're going to end it here. Next time I'm going to go ahead and weld the tabs to the bus, make those last folds, and tack this piece into place. So thanks for watching. Make sure if you haven't already, you hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Like and comment, and we'll see you next time.